What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And you see who the hell it is in your screen. Brittany Renner doing a stretch out in the gym. Not doing no real gym work, just being a fake Instagram influencer. But anyway, she's back in these YouTube streets again. I found her on this silly podcast, and she was again saying some silly things, as Brittany Renner tends to do. But let's go ahead and check out what this guy's saying or what Brittany Renner's saying back to the guy, and let me know what your thoughts are.
Actually, I want to ask him because he seems to have a lot to say. Okay. So what's happening?
We all know what wholeness is.
No, I want to hear what you think it is.
15 seconds.
I ask.
Giving out your poom poom to every goddamn body, and then you turn around and say, okay, I don't want to do this no more. That's not how it works.
So how does it work?
You don't give it to no goddamn body, or keep giving it to people for the rest of your life. And
but does it have an expiration? Are we ever going to answer the question?
No, it doesn't have an expiration date. Okay. Do you get stuck out in the streets?
So what do you guys think about what he said right there? Does it need to be either you're basically a nun and not giving it to nobody, or once you've been giving it to a few folks, you need to just stay out in the streets and continue to give it to them folks? Do you think that's backwards logic or sound? And also, does it make a difference to you if you really don't know who all she gave it to? If you don't know how many people that she's been out here with? Or is it just the thought or just the fact that she's kind of thotty makes you like, oh, I don't want her. Are you just going off your gut feeling? Let me know, does that affect it as well? Let's go.
Yes.
So how many women have you slept with?
I'm a man.
So both of these two little guys are lame as hell. Just letting you know, throughout the show, they're going to keep going laughing and giggling off to the side like bro is just really out here dropping some jewels they ain't never heard in their life. These are the type of guys I imagine watching Fresh and Fit and enjoy, like Myron and them kicking girls out and stuff. It's like, oh, you're getting them, dude. But I can't do it. I don't know, man. You got this big head joker right here with this lime green outfit on, a romper. And then, and then you got this other joker over here looking like he be over there at 10th and Piedmont at the Rainbow Crosswalk, man. But yeah, man, these guys are lame. They're going to keep on giggling and sounding silly and not really add nothing to it, but let's go.
I don't have a poom poom. Okay, Brittany, hold up. I don't have a poom poom.
This is a really, really outdated narrative. You know that, right?
No, it's not
because
outdated.
you know what's funny?
Brittany,
It's just like,
nothing changes.
the keys that can open many locks is a broken lock, right?
Yes.
But a key that can open many locks is a what? It's a master key, right?
Right.
Are you serious?
Master key.
And you think you're better?
Better than... Oh, don't answer that, please.
So if I fuck 300 guys and you 300 women,
Brittany,
you're
don't
better
do
than
it.
me.
It's not about being better.
Answer my question. You just said that. You just said
I'm
there's a
marriageable.
difference.
I'm not gonna say better because in
Why
this
are you
context,
marriageable? Is that
because
even
I'm a
word?
man.
Why is that?
Why am I a man? Because
No, I said
because a woman will still marry
You said
him.
your reasoning was because you're a man. So
because I asked a woman to marry me. You can't ask a man to marry unless he's some simp or something. You can. He'll be an idiot if he says yes. But the whole point about
that's
it
your
is
opinion.
traditional.
Man, shut up, Brittany. Talking about something. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Always trying to use the smallest probability of things to make for the real situation. Ain't too many women out here running around here asking a man's hand in marriage unless they a sorry sucker, goddamn. And a man would probably be. Could you imagine a woman getting on her knees like, would you marry me? And then a man start crying. He said, yeah. He start crying like that would be lame. But anyway, man, what do you guys think about what he was saying when she asked him about the whole 300 bodies thing? He was like, but I'm a man, and that makes me still marriageable. And I guess that I don't know. I mean, unless his master key is worn out from all the opening of locks, and he's got the gifts that keep on giving, I guess you wouldn't know. You wouldn't be none the wiser unless there was a track record online of him and who he messed with and who he dated. You couldn't really call it. And I guess all you would really be looking for was, oh yeah, what kind of numbers do we put up in the financials? How does he look? How does he act? And then you still in there. You still going for it. But as far as Brittany Renner goes, I think it would probably be the same thing if she just kept it quiet. But she hasn't kept it quiet. We pretty much know her track record. Kevin Gates, what? PJ Washington, lame, young, just an NBA player. You're lame tall, goofy little dude, obviously from what we're seeing. Uzi Vert? How? You got attracted to Uzi Vert? So that just lets us know that you just out here just doing anything and everything. I'm pretty sure I missed a whole lot of names, but still, man. And she's already kind of shown herself to be the Thatcheress. But let's go.
Like common sense wise, also, you aren't supposed to ask a man to marry him and he say yes like a bitch. So at the end of the day, the bottom line.
We don't agree on much, but I agree.
That's
with
what I'm
that.
saying. He's a bitch if you said that. But the bottom line is, you have to wait for a man to actually marry him. I don't have to wait for nobody to do. I can go get married tomorrow if I want to.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay, hold on.
Not you though.
Hold on.
300 dicks. You guys act like you're elephant trunks. Stop giving yourself that much credit. Y'all act like it.
But y'all are the one taking the trunks, though. So the more trunks, the more open it is. Unless we want to be with
let me
you
tell you something. You can
because
pull your
of the
dick out
trunks.
right now. If you think that your dick is gonna just stretch my pussy out, it's the delusion for me.
But the problem is the 3 million times, and that's
You
the problem.
understand that if I let you fuck right now, 3 minutes, nigga. 3 minutes.
What kind of shit is that?
Come on now, Brittany. You ain't helping your case right here, man. So the man's already sitting up talking about how girls can't get married after they done been ran through and did all this different kind of stuff. And he's basically aiming all this at you. And then your little silly ass gonna talk about some, well, yeah, you guys are acting like you have elephant trunks. How did we get there? How did we get there? You just such a thought. You just had to start talking about that. And then you start pointing at his and all this kind of stuff, talking about some, yeah, you couldn't stretch me out. You couldn't stretch me out. And then you come back like an idiot talking about some, well, yeah, imagine you get in this. And yeah, 3 minutes. You'll be like, come on, man. Imagine you being a man who started, trying to take Brittany Renner serious. You didn't really know too much about her. Maybe you came from overseas somewhere. Or you just ain't really in the Instagram world like that. Or you ain't really been looking into YouTube and the news like that. And, you start taking her seriously. But then one day you just get YouTube Premium. You get on here, you find Brittany Renner. And you see her saying that. How would you feel as a man? That kind of stuff makes you unmarriageable because you look like a thought out here in these streets to me. I don't want no man. Like, you want to goddamn bust Mr. LetGo? This guy's not exactly a Chad. I mean, he just said some thing. He actually kind of dissed you. But you sitting up talking about, so, you wouldn't even be the last 3 seconds with this thing. Why did the goddamn baby mama say, you wouldn't be the last 3 seconds with this thing. Come on, bruh. Stupid, man. You just helped this argument right there. That makes no sense on your end, man. You're a pure idiot. And these other two little jokers, these little beta males off to the side, need to shut the hell up. But let's go.
She embraces her sexuality.
Embraces her sexuality. Okay.
If she a hoe,
that's what we doing. If she a hoe.
Okay, if she
But why
stop
is it okay though? But why is it not
Because
okay
you
for
have
women?
things entering your body thousands of fucking times. That's not necessarily what
LetGo.
a potential husband would
You
want.
wanna-
Y'all are sitting here saying that the number of penises that enter me make me impure. But if I take away penis, what does that make me?
Good point.
It makes me pure. So guess what? What's the problem? Penis then. Okay, so all I have to do is not open my legs to any of these men and I'm pure.
Yes.
You don't even realize how you sound.
So Brittany really thought she did something right there, talking about some, well, if there's no pricks in the world and I have nothing entering me, then that means I'm pure. But I mean, you already had that. Like I said earlier, we know your track record of who's been in there, who you let go in there, who you had a baby by. So, I mean, what are we really saying? Why are you getting mad about something that you did? You did it, not us. Let's go.
I have one thing to say.
You are really a really profound individual. Let's hear it.
You only deserve what you preserve. You only deserve what you preserve. You only deserve what you preserve. There's a bigger thing to this, too. We men value something way more than anything that women value. Our last names. So when it comes to us giving a woman our last name, we don't want to give a woman that unless she's deserved it. And she got to go through a lot of shit or not go through a lot
Hell
of shit.
yeah.
in order to get it.
He was raised by his great-great-grandfather. I appreciate that.
When a woman does and she's a hoe, even though a man can and he's a hoe, it's different for you than it is for me. Because emotionally, those women, we want a woman that can emotionally bond with us.
Women are naturally oxytocin driven. Men are naturally dopamine driven. When women who become hoes, they are now, to a certain degree, dopamine driven and not oxytocin driven. So for that woman to actually pair bond with another person is almost impossible. That is biological.
But you're the same.
So I would say in this podcast that Brittany Renner made a fool of herself throughout the whole thing. Everything that this guy was saying, she just basically proved his point. I didn't really side with the guy or think that everything he was saying was right. Some of the stuff he was saying was pretty obvious, and these dudes was acting like they struck gold and diamonds all in one. Straight up beta males lame. But he was saying some things that I also didn't agree with. But Brittany Renner, she didn't do anything to not prove his point. It's like she did everything she could to look stupid. She's sitting up talking about you couldn't last with me. They probably did something after this. She's sitting up in this picture right here. He's talking about, you can't pair bond. You sucking air pricks. You're sucking air pricks? You talking about elephant trunks and all this stuff, bro? Like, why didn't you just be a lady? Even the way you were sitting like a slag throughout the whole interview. Come on, bro. As far as the pair bonding thing, I think that goes both ways. I think even if a man's going ruin them girls constantly, then he's not going to be able to pair bond either unless he's done the necessary stuff within himself and got his discipline game up. He ain't going to be able to pair bond because he's going to be like, oh, man, I used to be able to have an option. I want to go get this. He's going to go be seeking out some new stuff. I got a friend right now who's talking about getting married to this girl. I think he engaged to her and everything. Talking about some, if I behave every 2 months, I should be able to post something new, ain't it? No, that doesn't really make any sense. I guess if you want to use a high value man exercise argument or something like that, then I guess maybe, you could be like, oh, if he a man with men, you can't expect not to be sharing them or something like, how some of these folks are. But otherwise, man, I think the same thing happens for men. Obviously with women, it happens too. Brittany is pretty much a lost cause. She's pretty much shown herself to be an extreme thought on Instagram and whatever social media platform that she jumps on. Right here, she didn't help at all. She's definitely not marriage material. Only a sucker would come back and be like, oh, I want to marry Brittany Renner. And she done had a baby and she got down throwing it back and skeeting and squatting and twerking and burking all on the internet. Nah, bruh. No. So Brittany Renner fails just a little bit further right there. You see how she was doing that little car crying video recently. So I guess it's all kind of coming down on her. It's like, it seems like Brittany Renner does stuff like this, and then the real side comes out when she gets in that car. She start crying and saying all kind of stupid stuff and just all that, man. So yeah, Brittany Renner takes an L right here. Other dude ain't really getting no W, but he was better than her. But anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments below. Have a great day. I appreciate y'all watching as usual, and I'll see you next time.